Hi guys, what's going on? It's Laundry, and in the background you're going to be watching some Black Ops 2 gameplay. I actually chose this one because it's actually just really lucky. I get a two-piece collateral right here in the beginning, and then I pick up like a 3-kill hunter killer or some shit like that later on in the gameplay. So I hope you guys enjoy that gameplay, but I'm not going to be talking about that at all. I have a real-life story for you guys, and I've actually told this one before on my channel, but I didn't have an audience at all when I told it, and it had like 30 views, so I deleted it, and I'm going to retell it because it's a really good one. So let's get into it. So by the title, it's about getting robbed at gunpoint. And I didn't actually get robbed at gunpoint myself. I was very close to getting robbed at gunpoint, but a lot of my friends did. So I'm in high school, I'm a junior in high school, and as you guys probably know, a lot of high schoolers drink, including my friends. So we were out at a spot in the woods. I don't know if people do that in other states, but here people go in the woods to drink, where they can be secluded from homes, so they're not disturbing people, so they don't get the cops called on them. So that's what we were doing. We were out in the woods, and this particular spot has two bodies of water on each side, and then it has a path to my town on one end, and then a path to the town next to us on the other end. It's like 2 towns over. And this town is a much bigger town, and it's very sketchy. A lot of police reports come out from here, and, you know, there's a lot of criminals and whatnot. So we were all there. We were all having a fire, and the next town over there was a bridge visible from the spot, so if anybody in that other town wanted to look, they could clearly see that we were there, a bunch of kids, because there was a fire, and that's clearly very visible. So we're all in there. I'd probably say there was like 25 kids or something like that, and, you know, it got to be around the time where everybody had to go home, so people started shuffling out, and then it ended up being like 10 people left. It was me, my 2 buddies, you know, real close buddies, and then there was like 4 girls and then 2 other boys that I'm not very close with. And I was ahead of the pack as we were leading out. I was like, I don't know why, but I just wanted to get out of there. I didn't feel like talking. I just wanted to leave. So I was probably like 25 feet ahead of the rest of the group. And, you know, I could hear them talking and laughing behind me and everything. And then slowly that started to fade, and I couldn't hear them anymore. And I was just like, oh, whatever. I'm probably walking faster than them or something like that. And eventually I get to the end of the path, and I'm out of the spot and out of the woods and everything. And a girl comes screaming. One of these girls that I know comes screaming out of the woods. They have guns. They robbed us. Blah, 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 blah. Screaming, crying. And I was just like, shut the fuck up. Like, no, nothing happened, like the dick that I am. And I just thought she was being dramatic. And I got in a car, went home, went to sleep, and that was it. And then I woke up the next morning, and it turned out it was true. It made it on the news and all this shit. And then it ends up like they stole like 9 iPhones. They stole some kid's car keys. They pistol whipped one of my friends that's a girl. I don't want to say girlfriends, but you know what I mean. Pistol whipped her. They pistol whipped the girl, and then they pistol whipped one of my close friends. And I didn't find this all out until way later. But my best friend, Tubby, you've probably heard me talk about him before. I called him to be like, dude, what the fuck happened? Did you get, because I knew he was behind me. Did you get hurt or anything? And he didn't answer his phone. And I got very, very, very worried because he didn't answer his phone. And then I called all my other friends, and have you heard from Tubby? Have you talked to him at all? They said nope. And I started to get very, very worried because he either could have been killed, so he could have been shot, or he could have drowned in that water because that was a very unsafe spot. So I started freaking out. But it turns out the survivor that he is, he was fine. They just, it's actually a funny story. They pointed the gun at him, and he like said some dumbass shit, and then they snapped his phone in half. His horrible like $15 phone. They snapped it in half and threw it in the lake, which was pretty funny. He laughed about it because he just went and got a new one. But that's scary shit. It definitely is. I did not think that was gonna happen at all, and then it ended up, people went back there like dumbasses. And then somebody ended up getting stabbed. And I don't live in a dangerous town at all. It just shows being in a secluded area like that next to a very dangerous town is a horrible idea because, you know, I live in a very preppy town, very, very preppy town, like nothing, no guns, no shit like that ever happens. And then, you know, real scary motherfuckers roll in and take everything. Everything. They took so many iPhones. It's pretty funny. One of the girls, the iPhone automatically checked in at like Shaw's or some shit, and they went and tried to find him, but the guy was gone. It's pretty funny. But that's it for the story. It's kind of crazy. I don't think I'm leaving anything particularly crazy out. But yeah, be careful, guys, for reals, because that shit is real. It can really happen to anybody, including a very nice girl who didn't do anything wrong. But that's it for today's story. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if this does make it up on Caught Ups, then be sure to check out my channel in the description. All right, guys, have a good one. Peace.